So we have loaded only one table. So next I will load one more table, and I will tell you whenever if you load two tables, what will be the default join and how joins will be established in QlikView. So currently only one table is there, which is employee table, which we have loaded. You can remember there is a single table which we have already loaded, and we have seen what is data visualization, what is associated query language, everything you can see. This is a single table. So try to load one more table. Next table, one more table is there, office table is there. So if you want to load second table, you can keep the cursor here, and from here you can load the another table. So, and one more Excel file I am loading. Go to table files. Select that Excel. In that Excel, in one more sheet, I am having office table. Select this office table and select embedded labels. Click on this and finish. So name this table as office table. Click on save and reload. So whenever if you load two tables in QlikView, suppose see here I have loaded two tables, and if we can see the values here, office is the common column in both the tables. Office field is saved here and office field is saved here. So whenever if you load two tables in QlikView, if there is a common column, automatically join will be established between the two tables, and the default join in QlikView is, I am not giving any join keyword anything before between the two tables, but if there is a common column, the join will be established automatically. That is called as a full outer join. So the default join in QlikView will be a full outer join. This is the default join, which is full outer join in between the two tables. And one more thing in Qlik, whenever if you want to establish the joins between the two tables, the column name must be same. If the column name is not same, it will not establish the join. Normally, if you write any SQL query, whether the column name is same or different, you can write and you can join the tables. But in Qlik, the column name must be same. Suppose see here, in one of the table, I am renaming my office as office 1, and you can rename everything in the script here itself. So you can use as keyword, and I am renaming this column as office 1. So even though these values and these values are same, if the column names are different, the join will not be established in Qlik. So it is compulsory that whenever if you want to establish the joins, you need to have the same column name. If the column names are different, you can use the rename keyword as keyword, and you can have the same column name. So see now the join is not established because the column name is different. So this is how we establish the joins between the two tables, and default join is full outer join. I have not given any join keyword also, but it will establish a full outer join between the two tables. So how we can change it to other joins and all, we will see with the other examples. So the default join is full outer join. So now see here, I have loaded office table also, and again I will reload it. Click on OK. So two tables are loaded, and default join is again full outer join. Okay. So now you try to take the data from the office table, like office address, office city, or anything in the front end. Suppose I am taking one office city into one list box. So see here, if you select anything from office city, automatically your associated query language will work. So based on this selection, the data is changing. These are the people who are in a particular Paris city like this. So your association will work even though if it is coming from different, this column is coming from another table. If there is a relation between this table and this table, if you select any data from this table also, whatever the relevant data for this, it will change. Your association will work as long as there is a relationship between tables. So now I will load one more table which does not have a relation to these tables. I will load some simple XML file. Some sample, any file you can load. Just for example, I am loading an XML file. Okay. And this is not having any common column for our first two tables in order to do the join. So I will load it. Okay. Click on save, reload. So if you see here, there is one separate table which is not linked to the office and employee table. Now see here, if you select any data from this table, this data will not change because your association will work on if it is a different tables, employee and office table. If there is a join, if you select any data from this table, it will change because there is no relation between employee, office and supplier table. If you select any data from the supplier table, the other data will not change according to the association. Suppose I will take one supplier ID into one list box. Click on OK. Now try to select any data from this. This is not changing because your association query language will work. If it is from different tables, if there is a relation between that table, then your association will work. If there is no relation between those tables, your association will not work on multiple tables. This is how we establish the joins and how the association will be working on multiple tables. Is it clear? So next we try to see, right now I told that the default join is full outer join. So what are the different types of joins available in QlikView also we'll see. Different types of joins. So we are having inner join here also. Inner join is it. The default join will be full outer join. Inner join, left, right and full outer join. These are the different types of joins available in Qlik. So next I will load other two tables and I will show you on that how to make inner join. Suppose if you load two tables, the default join will be full outer join. If you want to make inner join, how you make inner join, we will see. So I will load another two tables. Some simple tables are there. One table is there which is having A and B columns. And name it as T1 table. And one more table is there in this, which is having sheet 2 A and C columns. We try to, now these tables are not required, we can comment it. So you know that whenever if you don't want any of the tables, you can select everything and you can comment it. So that these tables will not get loaded. So now load. A is a common column between the two tables. A is the common column. Try to load it. So the join will be established between the two tables on the A column, and the default join is full outer join. So take this into one table. So how many records are coming in the output? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 4, 6, 7. So totally 6 records are coming. So you know that how full outer join will work. Suppose I will open the date source data. Full outer join means first it will give the matching records from both the tables. Okay, you are matching this table to this table. A is a common column. So matching is 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are the matching records from both the tables. And from left side table non-matching 2 records are there, and from right side table non-matching 2 records are there. So totally 6 will be the output for your number of records if it is a full outer join, because the default join in QlikView, whenever if you load two tables, if there is any common column, it will establish the full outer join. So now I will tell, if you want to make, I want to get only the matching records from both the tables, means we normally apply inner join. So how we can do inner join in QlikView means directly you give here inner join like this in between the two tables. If you directly give inner join keyword between the two tables means it will automatically establish the inner join. Now see here, automatically your output must be only 2 records, because inner join means matching values from both the records only it must display. So in this 3 and 4 is there. Here also 3 and 4 is the common records between the two tables. So now you must get only 2 records. Now see here I have given inner join. So this is the syntax how to make inner join between the two tables. So now my number of records are only 2. Like that you can change to inner join. Next, if you want to make left join or right join, just give here left join. Left join means your records must be 4. How left join will work? First it will give the matching records from both tables and non-matching from the left table. So this is your left table, non-matching. So how many non-matching are there? 2 are there. Totally 4 will be the output. So we'll see whether 7 will work. So see here, left join means 4 records are. If you want to have a right join, you can make it as right. Right join also 4 records will come here. Right join. So this is how you can change the joins from default join to other joins in QlikView by using this keyword. And if you give only join keyword also, there is nothing but full outer join. There is no keyword like full outer join. Just you need to give join. Join means it is full outer join. If you are not giving this also, it is a full outer join. So just I have given join. Again it will take a full outer join. So we have keywords only for inner, left and right. So if I give join also, it is full outer join. If I am not giving this also, it will take as a full outer join. So this is how the joins will work and how you can change from one join to other joins in Qlik. Is it clear?
That is clear. But if you load, let's say I've loaded table A and table B, by default it is going to generate a join in between?
Yes, it will by default it will generate a join, but the column name must be same.
Okay, but the syntax won't be there, right? Like join table 1 join again table B, such a way the syntax will come?
No, this syntax will not come. Or like suppose if you load one table, this script will be generated. If you load one more table, this will be generated. So this table name you need to give. It is not this. It will not be generated. Only this load script will be generated from Qlik.
Okay, but join. What are the that label? Sorry, what are the join is coming? Like the script it doesn't come, right? By default it is going to be a full outer join. That's it.
Yes. If you want to make any other joins, you need to explicitly give the joins and all, and you need to change it.
Mm-hmm.
Main thing is column name must be same. Then only you can establish the joins in Qlik. Normally in SQL you will be writing a select clause and you might be joining the two tables where column name must be different. Also we can write a join condition and we can join. But here column name must be same in order to establish the joins between the two tables. Either it can be a join, the column name must be same.
Okay.
Okay. And here I will tell one more function here we normally call as keep function. We normally use in the joins only. Why we use means suppose here I am not given any join keyword, and if you load the data means the default join will be full outer join and it will be join will be established like this. This is one table and this is one more table. Okay. So now try if you give any join, either inner join or left join or right join, whatever it is. Suppose you are giving here inner join. So if you give inner join between the two tables like this means if you click on save and reload, the number of records are 2. That is okay. But if you go to the model here, you will see only one table. What will happen means if you explicitly give any join, either inner, left, right, or only join, the two tables will be merged and it will be shown as one table in the model. But once if you see the model, you will get confused and you will not come to know on which column the two tables have been joined. Because if you explicitly give the join keyword, it will combine the two tables in QlikView. Okay. So again, if you want to show the two tables separately after applying the join also, if you want to show the two tables separately in the model means, instead of using here inner join, we use inner keep. Means the logic of inner join and inner keep is same, only the model data model view is different. Suppose here I have given inner keep. There is no change in the output. The number of records are same as inner join, but only the change is in the data model. Again, it will show the two tables. So whenever if you load two tables, so because if here only two columns are there, if the number of columns are more, if the two tables are merged as one table, means you cannot come to know on which column it has been joined by seeing the model. So in that scenario, we can use here this keep function. This is how we use the keep function in Qlik. So there is no difference between inner join or inner keep or left join or left keep. There is no difference in the logic, but only difference is the model view, how the data tables will be displayed in the model. That is the only difference. So see here again, I will try to give left join. If you give left join also, my two tables will be merged into one table. See. So here also, the two tables are merged into one table. Okay. So now again, if you want to split the two tables separately, means here we use left keep. Like that, we can use it for left or any of the one. There will be no difference in the logic of the left join or left keep. If you give left keep also, the number of records are 4 here, which is according to the left join or left keep. But my tables will be again split into two different tables like this. Like that for right join also. So I'm using here right join. So now again, if you use join, the two tables will be shown as one table in the model. If you want to split, again you can use here right keep. So this is the use of the keep function in Qlik. So there is no difference between a logic of right join and right keep or left join or left keep. Only the difference is in the model how it will show the tables. So this is about the joins concept in Qlik, how the joins will be. So is it clear?
Yeah, that's clear. What is the best practice? Sir, I don't know your name actually. What is the best practice?
Best practice, my name is Sharat. What is the best practice means I'm not able to get. Which is join to use?
Right join, giving right keep is the best practice?
Yes, because whenever if you load two tables, we normally want the model in the model to place the two tables separately. So better practice, you can use right keep.
Right keep.
Yes.
Keep always. Okay.
Yes. And sometimes that depends. Sometimes suppose here you have loaded some two fact tables. This is one fact table and this is one more table which is having the sales or budget, something, two fact tables. Normally fact tables means we normally combine the two tables and we show as one table. In that scenario, you can directly use the join only, no need to use of the keep function.
Two fact tables.
Yes. So normally we won't keep two fact tables in the data model. We try to merge the fact tables and show as one fact table. So in that scenario, no need to use the keep function. So that scenario we'll see in the data modeling. Next another time I will explain in which scenario we can go for that. Instead of keep, where we can go for join. Okay. Is it clear?
Yeah, that's clear.
So next what we do means first we'll see some of the UI objects we'll cover, and after that we'll move to the next data modeling concepts. I will comment again this one. Load this same employee table data. So what we do means right now we are seeing some objects in the front end like this. Okay. go to layout, add sheet, right click new sheet objects. So if you see here on the right hand side, these are all the objects which are used for our designing of our QlikView dashboards. By using these objects only, we design our QlikView dashboards. Okay. So now, if you see here, we are having the list box, multi-box and all, and these are the different types of charts. So the chart objects we will discuss in the later once we cover about the data modeling, and after that we'll see, because in order to explain these charts we require more data and you need to know some concepts before going to this one. Okay. And whenever if you take any Qlik dashboards, the UI whichever you are building the front end, 70 to 80% of the UI we directly design by using the charts, because the chart are the graphical representation where we can represent the data to the user in a very good format. So normally if you take any dashboards, 70 to 80% of the UI will be done with the help of this charts only. The other 20 to 30% will be done with other objects like list box, multi-box and other objects. So first what we do means, I will tell about each and every object, other objects. First I will tell what is list box, what is the use of the list box, and each object will have some properties. So once we take list box and list box properties, other objects also will have the same properties for designing, only some of the properties will be different. Okay. So right now I am taking a list box. List box when we use in the front end means, whenever if you want to show list of distinct values for one particular field. So defaultly it will act as a distinct keyword. Suppose I am having office IDs. You might be having so many office IDs. Okay. Out of that, how many distinct values are there if I want to represent means, I can take one list box and inside one list box you can add only one field. Click on OK. So defaultly it will show the list of distinct values for this particular field. That is when we use a list box. Defaultly it will show only the distinct values of that particular field, any field. And we can add only one field to a list box. Now we are going to see the properties of the list box. If you right click on this, go to properties, you are having general tab, expression, sort, presentation, number, font, layout and caption tab. So in each tab we will see some properties which are used for the designing of the list box in different ways based on the user how we want to show the data in that particular object. So first from general tab, we will see each and every tab properties. So in the general tab, because as it is a list box, the object ID will be LB, and this sequence it can take any number. Because it is a list box, LB is the object ID and some values it will generate. And we'll see the properties. Some will be simple and some you need to have how to use these properties. First one is a simple property where you can change the title. Title means, suppose this is the title of your list box. Whatever is your field name, that it will show up here. Sometimes I don't want this as a title of my list box. I want to change it as office ID means, I can go to properties and change my title to office ID. So that the title of this will be changed to office ID like this. Like this you can change the title of your list box what you are showing. And again if you want to use the same field name as your title means, you can make the use as title option. Click on apply, click on OK. This is next one is show frequency option. So show frequency means, suppose office 1 how many employees are there, how many office 2 how many employees, that count if you want to get means you can make the show frequency option. Means office 1 how many times it has been repeated, office 2 how many times it has been repeated, like that it will show the frequency of the different office IDs.
Sorry Sharath, come again this point again.
Show frequency means, suppose see here, this is the office IDs. Total how many records are there here? 35 records are there in the data which you have loaded. Okay. So here because in one office many employees will be there. So office 2 how many times it has been repeated in this data, how many times office 3 is repeated, total that count if you want means you can check this show frequency option. So office 1 is 5 times here in this data.
Kind of running total, right? This is?
Yes, it is not running total. Suppose here office 1 is how many times it has been repeated. Office 1 under office 1 5 employees are there, so office 1 frequency will be 5. It's not like a running total. Running total means it will calculate one like that. It will calculate, but it will show how many times a particular field has been repeated in that particular data. Office 1 is 5 times. Yes.
Select like you have the office ID, you placed office ID. Just you are taking the frequency of the office ID, right?
Yes. How many times it has been used? The frequency of the office. Yes.
Right?
Yes. That is the frequency option. And if you want to show in percentages, means you can show in percentages like this. Means out of 100, total 100 percentage, 1 is 5 times, so it is 14.3. 4 is more I think, that's why it is 3 is more, it is 25.7 percentage. So you can show those running also those frequency of the repetition of the office IDs in the percentages also like this. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So that is the direct option which is available. Okay. Next property here is show alternatives. What is the show alternatives means? Normally in Qlik, if you select, your selected will be in green and unrelevant will be in the gray color like this. So sometimes user will ask, I don't want the unrelevant in the gray color, I want some different color. Means you can check this option. So instead of the gray color, it will show some light yellow color like this. If you click on clear, it will be normal. If you select any data, your selected will be in green, unrelevant will be in the yellow color like that. Show alternatives. Rest of the data, instead of gray color, it will show in different color. This is the show alternatives option. Next one is hide excluded option. Well, how we use this hide excluded means, suppose you can select one or more values like this from this data. Sometimes the user requirement is whatever I select, only that must be visible to me. Whatever I am not selecting, that must automatically get hidden. I don't want to see whatever I have not selected here. Means you can check this option called as hide excluded. If you check this option, whatever you select, either it can be one or any number of records, only that will be visible to you. Whatever you have not selected, that will be automatically hidden. So once if you click on the clear, everything will get come up. Only the selected one must be visible for me, means you can use this option called as hide exclude. Is it clear?
Yes, sure.
Next is the read only option. Read only means right now you are able to select data here. Sometimes we place some objects only for seeing the data and we don't want to do any selection from this. Means we can make this object as only read only. Means we can just see the data but we cannot do any selection from this. So after checking that option, if we try to select it, we cannot select anything from this. Like that, you can make this object as read only. That is the use of this option. Next one is always one selected value. So this option will be enabled only because the option itself it is telling that always one selected value. Means what is the use of this option means right now I can select one value, or otherwise I can select more than one value or two values by dragging or by control button. Sometimes user will ask, you don't want to select more than one value at a time. Always you want to select only one at a time. Means select any one value, go to properties and check this option. Click on apply, click on OK. So now see here, you can select only one at a time. More than one if you try to select, now the option will not work. See here, even if you drag or if you press control also, you cannot select more than one value at a time. You can select only one at a time. So this is how we use always one selected value option in order to do the select only one value at a time. This is always one selected value. So this override locked field and show as preview option. So this I will tell once we cover about the table box and all, how we can use this override locked field and show as tree. Okay. So even if you enable this, we'll not see here. We'll see in the next module how to use these two options. Next option here is, we will see here this search conditions, not this one, this different kind of searches. So what is this search mode, how we use, we will see here. Click on clear. Remove this option. Okay. So for that search, I will take another list box. I will take a list box and I will add first name. So whether on character data, we can show that option. Now I will try to remove this option. So see here, whenever if you add a list box, defaultly one search icon will come here on the right hand side. So defaultly this search icon will be coming for a list box. So what is this search conditions here is default search mode. We are having different kind of search like wildcard search, Fuji search, normal search and associative search. So what are these search and how we use, we will see here. So whenever if you add a list box, one search will come. So the default search is a normal search. Suppose I want to show a list of the names which are starting with A letter or B letter. Means if you click on A here, it will show me only the list of the names which will start with A letter. But my requirement is I want to show the list of the names wherever A letter is there. And I want to show the list of the names first wherever A letter is there, and after that without A letter names are also there, those names also I want to show. Means you can change the search conditions. Now go to properties and make the search as wildcard search. Click on OK. Wildcard search means if you search on any letter, it will show the list of the names wherever A letter is there. Suppose if you click on A letter, previously it was showing only the names which are starting with A letter. But now it will show the list of all the names wherever A letter is there. Like that, if you want to change the search condition from normal search to wildcard search or any other search, we will use this option. This is wildcard search. Wherever A letter or any letter, A or B, whatever, those letters are there, those all names will be displayed. That is wildcard search. Next, Fuji search means it will show all the data. Suppose if you click on A letter, first it will show the list of the names wherever A letter is there. And after that it will show the list of the names without A letter also there. So Rob, Tom, Bob and all these, they don't have all A letter, but even though that data also will be shown. First relevant data will be shown and after that irrelevant data will be shown. That is a Fuji search. And next, the third kind of search is a normal search, which is default search. Whenever if you add a list box, it will show only the list of the names starting with that particular letter. This is a normal search. And final search condition is associative search. How we use this associative search means, instead of using this on a list box, we normally, I will show you how we use this. Associative search means it will search on your entire dashboard wherever you have added any number of objects. Suppose if you click on A letter, in whichever fields are there which are having A letter in your entire dashboard, for all the fields it will show. So in the main sheet, address is also having A letter, city is also having A letter, company name, contact name, country, like that. So in your entire dashboard, it will search and it will show up. But how we use this associative search means, instead of applying on a list box, if you right click, if you go to new sheet object, we are having one more object called as search object here on the. We add this kind of search object. The search object default search mode is associative search. So we will keep one kind of search button on the left hand side like this, so that if user want to search on any fields, means he can click on this and he can search like this. So this kind of one search object we will use and we will place it on the left hand side for users, so that user can search and you can see whatever the data, whatever fields are there which are starting with that particular thing. This is how we use associative search. Instead of using on a list box, we normally add one search object separately. So is it clear about these properties? Any doubts?
Yeah, we are clear. We are clear.
Oh. So next I will go to the expression tab and I will show what properties you use. Normally, whenever if you want to do any expressions, we normally use charts only. So whenever if you take charts, we have dimensions and expression. But in some rare situations, we can write some expressions in the list box also. So how we can, when we use means, suppose this is my office wise. I want to show office wise what is the sum salary and how many employees are there under this office ID count I want to show. How many employees IDs are there in office 1, office 2. So you can go to expression here and click on add. So I want to show sum of yearly salary. So I am having one sum function. I will use here sum of yearly salary. Like this. Click on apply. Okay. For office 1, what is the total salary? Office 2, what is the total salary? Next, go to the properties and add one more expression. I want count of employee ID. That's why I'm using here count of EMP. Click on OK. So it will show the count of employee. Like that, we write some expressions and we can show the data like this. And now see here, we have written the two expressions. These are the two expressions. And if you want to show the, suppose first you want to show count of employee ID and later you want to show sum of yearly salary, you can promote or demote these expressions like this. You have the promote option. And even for time being, if you don't want to show this expression value, you can disable it and that expression will not be shown. And again, you can enable it. Click on apply, click on it. So now I will show here another important option. If you go to properties, this always and condition. Always and condition is important here. In QlikView, whenever anywhere, whenever you see this kind of condition tab, whenever this condition tab value becomes 0, suppose I will give here 0. 0 means according to QlikView, don't show that expression. So see here I will give here 0 for count of employees. So if you give 0 here, your count of employee is hidden. 0 means hide that value. If it is 1 means show value. So in QlikView, whenever your condition value becomes 0 means don't show that value. If it is 1 means show that value. So now I have given 1, so count of employee is visible to you right there. So like that, based on some condition, if you want to show or hide, so there might be some requirements based on some selection. You want to hide some expressions or some values means we can use this condition tag. So how I will use means, suppose here, I will add one list box here which is having employee. Okay. So right now if you select any employee ID, the values will be displayed, count and sum of salary. So I want to write one condition, I want to show one condition. If I select only one employee ID, then only I want to show is sum of yearly salary. If I select more than one employee ID like this, I don't want to see the sum of yearly salary values. That means you can write the condition. Go to expression, select sum of yearly salary and write the condition equal to. So what is your condition? Based on some selection, if you want to hide the expression. So we are having one expression called as get selected count of. If get selected count of employee ID equal to 1 means if your selected count of employee ID equal to 1, then only show the expression, otherwise hide. So whenever if you select one employee ID, this condition will satisfy, because if you select one employee ID, 1 equal to 1, this condition will satisfy, this entire value will become 1 and automatically it will show. Suppose see here, click on apply. Okay. So right now you have not selected one employee ID, that's why your sum of yearly salary is hidden. If you select any one employee ID, your sum of yearly salary value is shown. If you select more than one, it is also hidden. So like that, based on some condition, you want to show and hide the values, we can use this option. So automatically, if you select one employee ID, then only this condition will satisfy. So this entire value will become 1. Output of this expression will be 1. 1 means show that value. So like that, based on some expression, if you want to hide means, you will use this option. Is it clear?
Yes, clear. Clear, sir.
Okay.
It's fine.
So next time for today we'll see here another expression tab is representation, and from tomorrow's session we can cover the other tabs or properties. So representation means right now this is the value. So I will again make it as always instead of condition. I want to show some graphical representation for this expression values means you can change to graphical representation. So current presentation is text. If you want to show in some LED cards, this is a LED card representation. It will show in graphical format. If you want to show in another format, select this expression like linear cards, circular cards. So these kind of images also you can show instead of those values. This is how we use this option. And this null symbol and null value, I will tell after covering all the objects, because in Qlik each object will handle the null values differently. List box, table box will handle null values differently. How the null values will be taken by each and every object. After covering all the objects, I will tell about these options. Okay. In tomorrow's session, we will see from next tab, sort tab, how we use the options and how we design this list box. So from tomorrow we can join sharp at 7:30 and we can have this session.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Sharad, my quick question is like, what are the options you are talking about? These are all options, user is going to check, like user is going to use in the output, otherwise we are going to set these properties so that, in the property,
user will ask this kind of requirements, and we need to use these options and we need to set this.
Set it as, okay then.
Yes, yes.
This is not output, right? Just a development page. This is right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Sharath, one more thing. Can you please share a list of objects or topics you are going to cover? One thing, and different object names. Basically, when it comes terminology point of view. Let's say Cognos, different terminology is going to be there. When it comes to QlikView, there is going to be different terminology. Can you please give a brief introduction about the terminology point of view as well?
Terminology means about different objects and all that you were saying.
Yeah, that's major. It is the backend, whatever the script part, everything you're doing. That here what we call, again once you come here, this workspace, what you call, few objects, what you call. The terminology comes, automatically when you go for the interview, they won't get any doubt that this guy has worked in some other technology and again he's trying to move something like that.
Okay. So I will tell you tomorrow session first. What and all are the main terminologies? What and all concepts are there?
Okay. Of course, you can cover after a week time as well. So one more thing, can you please share what are the topics you are going to cover at least tomorrow?
Yes, I will share all the topics and everything. Okay.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.